Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with potion craft. And today is the day where I think, well not today necessarily, but this episode is the one where I think we'll make our next alchemical element, which is going to be... we're making moon salt, I beg your pardon. So we need 4 more potions for this. I think they're all going to be found on the water map. But let's just start the day normally. Let's just pick our herbs in the garden. And let's go to the shop, deal with some customers.
Do you sell any potions that help with intimate affairs? I could use one.
Yeah, maybe you want some get up and go? He likes that. Right, we'll haggle this. Medium sounds good. There we go, grand for that, not bad. Do you have any glowing paint, Alchemist? I need to make a sign that can be seen from far away in the dark. Yes, I think we can make some of that. Some day glow sounds like just the job for you. We'll haggle that. That's not a small amount of money. There we go. 500.
Right now I'm researching various acids and I've already ruined so many clothes. Oh, do you have anything that I can use to protect my cloak from acid?
Actually, yes. I don't know if I've saved it is the only thing, but I know where to find a potion of acid protection. I probably should organise this into, like, genres, for want of a better word. I don't think I did save it, but I know where it can be found, so it's not a problem. It's this one down here. So we could... it's a shame I can't start there, but... I mean... Nah, it's okay. Let's just go there, and then we'll save the potion, right? So many life leaves. And some of this healer's heather just goes so far. It's gone too far. Oh, another one. It's just so good, isn't it? Very hard to use other stuff. It's going to get caught a little bit in that swamp. But we're right within sight. I mean, I don't want to use too many because it will just eat up my stock. So maybe we'll try and use a couple of other things. This will get us out of the swamp. Out of my swamp. Maybe we'll just use some life leaves. Bit caught in this swamp. Hopefully this one will get us out of the other side. Just about, and then we can come down. Ah, this looks pretty good. And we can use oil a bit as well to kind of home in on this, depending on where we end up. That looks good. Oh, no, it's alright. I can pull it back. Way too vigorous with the oil. Gentle touch. Ooh, we're a bit high. We can do something about that. Perfect, there we go. So we got some protection of acid here. We're going to call it melt away. Which could be misconstrued, but I'm sure my customers are clever enough to make the distinction. I'll put in that. That'll do. We'll save that and finish that potion. Yeah, we'll haggle that. I mean, it's a 17 coin difference between medium and hard, which, bearing in mind how often I fail hard haggles, is a very, very minor amount. It's Mushroom Man. I think I can do your potion now. It's frost protection, right? Yeah. I think of the comment to the last video I posted up, or maybe the one before that, someone was saying, please give the Mushroom Man his potion. So we are going to do that now. We're going to do that right now. And protection from frost is... maybe it's this way. That's it. There. I don't think I saved it. I'd be very happy if I did. Oh, I did. Oh. Mr. Mushroom Man, you can have your potion of protect. What? Oh, here we go. There you go. Have some of that. Show me your goods. I will take these 2 mushrooms. I don't have very many, but there's only selling 2. Take those, take those. I mean, I'll take the water caps. Guess I'll take those 2. Wow, that's quite a lot actually, isn't it? Alright, we'll haggle that. Medium's fine. Considering I have a near enough 100% success rate with medium versus probably more like a 50% success rate with hard, and the difference between is fairly small. In dialogue. I have to fight an evil sorcerer. I need a potion that will protect me against my enemy's magic. Now, I think perhaps I haven't got this one saved because it was the 3rd of 3 effects I was adding to the potion at that time. So I think we need to go and rediscover that in the old map. Not rediscover, but, you know, make a potion. So it's quite far away, this one, and it's off to the northeast. These are quite good, but I'll need to... I could get there. Maybe I'll use a mage berry. Oh, whoop, whoop. Bit far that, but hopefully it's fine. This kind of works now, but I think it will die because we're so close to the death wall. So I might use another one of these, and I'll take it around a little bit around again, just to maybe we can evade that swamp. 2 majories. I don't want to use any more of those. This looks pretty good. It is going to get a bit swamped, but hopefully not too bad. There we go. I think we come around this angle now. If we can. I don't think I've ever used any of these dream beats. I haven't really found a use for them yet. So many water blooms now. I think we'll use one of these. One of these looks pretty good, or yeah, the thistle will go into the death wall, so that's not ideal. There we go, and now just up a little bit. What we got that's plentiful? I mean, maybe just this, honestly. Although I don't know if that'll get us into a great position in terms of using a bit of oil just to finesse. Yeah. I mean, oddly enough, I think this is better. Little circle around there. If I try and do, like, give it the full loop around like that, we'll have a couple of bites of this cherry. That looks pretty good. Needs to come down a bit more, I think. How's that looking? I think it needs to come down a bit more too, doesn't it? Okay, we'll try that. Come on. Oh, it's too low now. I don't really want to void salt it, because I might need to do this potion a fair amount, so we're going to have to go there. And we're going to have to add maybe another water bloom. Or maybe one of these. Yeah, we'll try that. There we go. Okay, so this is protection from magic, I think, isn't it? Anti-magic. No mana, no cry. Oh, Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that label as well. Well, I think we'll just keep it like that. Save recipe, finish potion. Here you go. No mana, no cry. Ooh, nice. Well, we'll haggle that. I think I'll come to poor. It's a bit weird that the people who pay less, I don't haggle for. Because the amount of difference to the price is not dramatic enough. But the people who pay more, I haggle more and get more out of. So, 1,500 for one potion. Not bad, that.
I need a potion that will help me keep meat, vegetables and other food fresh and preserved.
Sounds like a frost potion. Have the frost maker. Ooh. We need some more ice herbs in. I will have to redo that eventually, I think. You can just have it.
I can't light my oven because I lost my flint. Do you have something I can use to start a fire instead?
Yeah, you can have some burninator. Oh, you can have that.
Alchemist, I need a potion that will help me work the whole day long without tiring. But I've heard that Goodberry is bad for you. Please don't put it in the potion no matter what.
Tends to be swiftness and strength might be good, but has it got Goodberry in? It does not. Ooh, it uses a pyrite though, which I'm not that keen on. Maybe this would be it. There's no Goodberry in this, I don't think. No, which doesn't want it. Okay, what else have I got? Anything just pre-made? Give her the stench. There's probably a strength potion actually, isn't it? What's my strength potion? Max power. Uses 4 Terraria, which is fine. We got loads of those. Alright, have one of them. You can have it. There we go. What I'll do is, we've got 4 potions left to make, so I'll do 2 today, game day, and I'll do 2 on the morrow. So let's start off with these 2 on this side. So we need 2 agility, 2 speed. Yeah, that's flying, so this is speed, and invisibility. Okay. And we're going to have to do that on the water map, I think. So we want to go there, and then we want that, and then we want to sort of ping over to that. It's not an easy one. It might be worth hitting this and then yeah, it's an interesting one. It's not one we need to be repeated, so I don't need to worry too much about using not rare ingredients, but ones I wouldn't generally use in a mass production potion. I start off with a couple of these. They don't go far, but they do go quite nicely straight over there. And maybe a water cap to bring it in. So that does pretty well. And maybe we stop underneath. There we go. I think it's 2 we want, isn't it? So we'll go straight up. Maybe one of these? Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty good. I might not... So if I use the water to pull it back, I mean, it's going to maybe smack into the death wall is the thing. So I'm wondering if it's just worth just going straight up there. I think maybe it is. Grind this up a bit. There we go, that'll do it. Okay, what can we get to go northwest? I think that will actually be it. It's a bit of a risk. However, maybe we'll do that. Maybe a little bit more. We can afford to do a bit more. There we go. I think that looks good. Kind of want to sort of around now, don't we? I think that could work. I'll keep doing this. So what I'll do is I'll get within that little vortex, then maybe it can just kind of nudge us around a little bit. I will void salt that a little bit actually. Just get some away from that death wall sun. We'll leave it at that. There we go. The dream beat is almost useful here. Not quite. But I think that looks pretty good. Honestly, I think this looks pretty good. We only need a 2, remember, so if I just bring it down to there. There we go. Now we need 1 invisibility, so we need to sort of go off around there. Maybe a water cap might be good. So maybe it does more of... We'll do a water cap first, and we'll just sort of make some good progress to the east. Maybe that. Now if we go mainly up, that's not ideal. That's actually not too bad. I very rarely use these. If I just pop us up there, it's actually pretty, pretty good. Yeah, apologies. I'm still feeling the ill effects of this bug. It's been a really horrible one. So I've been recording all day, and it's been mostly fine, but now my throat's sort of decided that nope, enough is enough. Which is a bit of a shame, but I'll get through this one. Don't worry. But if there are any sort of weird skips or pauses in the soundtrack, it's because I've paused for a bit of a cough. We only need 1, so this 1 Bloodthorn will do this quite nicely. There we go. Okay, perfect. Let's go and add that to our alchemy machines. This goes in the little top skinny one. I think it's this one? Yeah. Right, let's do another one. Okay. This one's going to be a bit annoying, honestly. Invisibility, flying, and charm. So if we go and look at the map, we know where invisibility is. We've just used that. Invisibility, flying, charm. And I think maybe we hit them in that order, and it's 2, 2, 1, isn't it? I think so. We'll try and head for the lightning potion first, maybe. Interesting. I think if we start at the lightning potion, by the time we've added these effects, all the lightning stuff will be got rid of. So it might be worth trying. Uses 4 of these. Alright, let's start from the zapper. And we'll go up from here. Kind of in a similar position to the last time. I think I'll do this time. I will use this, and I'll use the vortex just to maybe take us away from that death wall a bit. I'm slightly nervous about that. There we go. Let's buzz around. Any of that really is fine, isn't it? There we go. To here. So we need a 2 for this. Don't want to use the mad mushroom because I'm running out of those. Grasping root might be alright, because we can use water as well, don't forget. I was a bit cocky on that one, and it didn't pay off. Right, so I'm going to add some invisibility to this. Now, we're going to need to use a mineral to get through there. What have I got? I don't... Oh, no, I have got one here. So we need to come just this way a little bit. We'll come as far as we can towards the death wall. Let's say there. And we'll use this just to kind of teleport through. I did get a comment on one of my recent videos just sort of asking how I teleported through a wall. And this is how. You use minerals. So what I'll do is I'll move to the end of the herb path. Now I'll drop this mineral powder in, and what we'll do is we'll teleport from this start point directly to the end point, passing through that death wall. And that's how you do that. So we need a 2 here. I mean, this looks pretty good. I'm not going to mix, I'm not going to grind it. We'll just, I think that brings us in pretty much on a 2. So I kind of want to go down here. I wonder if I've got a mineral to do that. I don't really. What about due south? Yeah, okay, well we'll use another one. It's a one-off potion, so that's kind of what they're good for, really. I don't like using minerals in the regular potions just because they're that much rarer than the herbal ingredients. We're going to need a 1 for this, so we don't need to worry too much about getting too close. This will do. That should do it. I'm hoping... I mean, we started off at the Zapper, and it's going to be a huge mistake if this doesn't work in the Alchemy machine. Let's finish that. So it should be that potion. Yep. And it works. Good. Okay. So I think we'll do, we'll go to bed, we'll do a day in the shop, and then we'll come up and we'll just finish off these last 2 potions there. And we'll make our next, I don't know, alchemy ingredient. I think we're working towards making like a philosopher's stone or something like that. But actually what we're working towards is the moon salt, which will help us rotate stuff, which on the oil map, and the outlying parts of the water map will help us get 3 strength potion for some of the rarer effects, which will be very good. Cool.
Not enough sleep and too many late nights working has left me looking much older than I actually am.
Do you happen to have a potion that will help me look better? Well, I actually have. How would you like to not only be rejuvenated, but be protected from acid and poison, and grow a bit as well? Yeah, she likes that. She'd pay for something higher grade, but that's fine. We'll actually haggle that too. So she's asked for rejuvenate, which is a oil map effect that we found in the last episode.
I think my nose is too small. Is there a way to make it bigger?
There is, and I don't have it saved, so we're going to go to the oil map. And they are looking for, it's all the way over here, I think, this enlargement potion. But that's fine, because I do need to save a recipe for that, so we might as well do that now. I mean, the magma moral, got so many of them, and they'll go so far. These are great. We'll do another one. And we'll do it all the way, but it will be dragged back a bit because of the swamp. Donkey. And there we kind of want to go up that way. So maybe more of one of these, perhaps. I might use one of the boom blooms, actually. I'm making a very explosive potion here so far. Ooh, it's doing some weird things, but we're okay. I think maybe another magma moral. It'll stick us straight in that swamp. But actually, if we stop here and then use another one, it may bounce us more or less over to where we want to go. So let's leave that about there. And then this one, yeah, because if we kind of go out to the fullest extent, we can use some oil to kind of pull it back a bit into the right zone, hopefully. Could be affected a little bit by the swamp, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's a little bit off, isn't it? So we want to go up that way. Maybe more like that. One of these will be fine. Might even get us pretty close on its own. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Whew, okay, so we used 4 of those magma morals, but that's fine, we've got 107 of those, so we'll keep going for a while anyway. Yeah, alright. Let's heat this up. We're going to save this as the Biginator. Oh. Maybe we should put it in a tiny bottle so it'd be funny. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Save recipe, finish potion. Bit Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? There you go. We'll haggle that for sure. A tricky one. I'll try it on the harder difficulty. And I'll just finish it there. There we go. 1,000. People keep telling me that my schnoz is enormous. Do you have a potion that can make it smaller? Mushroom is so gross. Don't put any in the potion and I'll pay extra. So we need a shrinking potion. I think I saved that. Moss shroom she doesn't like. It's this one, unfortunately, isn't it? Bugger. Alright. Mind you, she just says she'll pay extra. I don't necessarily care about the extra. I'd rather have an easy life. You can have some little by little. Boom. She doesn't like it, but it's still worth a lot, and we're going to haggle. $1,200. Hey, it's the herb girl. Hi, Alchemist. Want to replenish your supply of herbs? Oh, also, I have a favour to ask. I could use one of your potions. What kind of potion? Sometimes you find weeds growing in thickets of useful plants. Some of the weeds emit acid that irritates the skin. Do you have a potion that protects against acid? It'd really help me with my collecting, and I'd be able to bring you more ingredients. Yes, in fact, I don't need to do very much at all because I've got that here. Melt away. There you go. There you go. Show me your goods. I mean, apart from the dream beets, which I haven't really found a purpose for, I think I might buy all of these, especially these healer's heather. Big stack of those, lovely. And we've seen terrabuds, haven't used them, but I'll take more. Tangerweed I do use quite a lot of in the oil map. Flameweed is pretty good. Mageberry we've got in one of our new recipes, I think. And whirlweeds are always good, so we'll take those. Let's try and get some money off. Perfect. Got loads of money now. I'm hoping to see that wizard again so we can continue building our alchemy machine. I need something to make my skin as strong as metal. Or stone? Maybe? Where is it? Where's it gone? Yeah, what's this? Alright, we'll keep haggling. There we go. I need a potion that can get rid of cockroaches, bed bugs, and other insects. I haven't had like a de-insect type thing, I don't think, or a debugger. Maybe just like a poison? That's acid. Where's my poison? Nope, that's necromancy. Oh, a sticky situation. Okay, where's my poison? Oh, it's this. Alright, you can have one of those. Oh, that's fine, you just take it. Alchemist, do you have any healing potions? I could use a bottle. Oh, okay, it's a bit basic now. I've kind of moved on to other stuff, to be honest, but you can have some boo-boo be gone. I need a sticky potion. Do you have one? I do. I'm just wondering if I can pass off any of these. Give her the stench. Not something you say that often. Alright, yeah, I do. It's this one. You can have sticky situation. Apologies for the dog, he's gone a bit mental. The dog's being walked outside, I think. Let me shut the door. Right, so we'll haggle for this. There we go. And we're all done. So let's go down and remind myself what I want. Strength, 1 agility, 1 speed. I mean, that's pretty simple. I think all that stuff's to be found on the water map. So we want 1 strength, which is down here. Speed, I think, is up, isn't it? 1 up. And then 1 agility, was it? So we kind of want to basically do that, come all the way back, go out that, come all the way back, then go and do that, come all the way back. Which is fine. Try and do it with reasonably common ingredients if I can. Oops. I do recommend buying Daxon. He's a very lovely boy, but they're very noisy. So that's important to you, having a quiet dog. It's maybe not ideal. I won't come back all the way. Actually, I will. I'm gonna go up first. That's pretty good. That looks pretty good, actually. Alright, pardon me, I'm going to see if I can distract him with a treat or something. Right, okay, so now we want to come back with the water. And we'll go out to the agility one. Got loads of these now, I'll probably use one. Yeah, one more. It's a one-off potion, so doesn't matter too much. Yeah, we'll use a mage berry, and that'll be fine. We only need a 1. Let's finish that. I think it's this top one, isn't it? This sort of coily one. Yes, that's the one. And the last one we need is 2 lightning, 2 mana, which is pretty easy. So which will we do first? Where's the lightning? Oh, okay. Where's mana first then, obviously, isn't it? A couple of these will do it. So we need a 2, so I will try and, get into the centre of that as much as we can. I don't want it to be a 3, though. So that would be wrong, so let's just... There we go, that'll do it. Now I kind of want to come around this way a bit. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm going to try and wait until the little vortex has finished moving. We'll do this, and I think the water will probably help bring it back to a 2 if we need the extra accuracy. We'll just... Yeah, so let's come out to about there. And we only need to get to a 2, so it's not dead center. That'll do it. Boom. Okay, finished recipe. Down to our basement. I think it must be this one, right? Hopefully it's that one. Green ticks all over the place, so I think we're good to pull the lever. Moon salt. There we go. Moon salt. Very nice. So as I've said a couple times, that's one of the 2 salts that we can make that will sort of help rotate our potions and help get stronger potions of some of the rarer effects that we're looking for. But this map, I mean, this looks fine. Now I know what these ones are and where they are, so we'll start working on this next. I actually need to make another albedo, which is this, for which we'll need another... oh god. One of these. Okay, we'll start working on that. I think one of the things they're adding to the game actually is the ability to save legendary recipes, so which I imagine is things like the rubedo, the albedo, etc. So we don't have to quite do as much as we need to do at this current moment in time to get those. Anyway, let's go to bed. Quick trip to the garden. I think one thing I might do now is just kind of have a little play with that moon salts thing. So we can see here on this oil map that it should be possible to make a pretty cheap health potion, which people ask for a lot. However, it is tilted, so I can't make a 3 strength potion on this map. But if I add some moon salts, that should be possible. I think there's one that does it pretty much straight away. Funnily enough, the life leaf I don't think is it. I think we need the good berry, which a couple of customers have objected to. Let's do it anyway. So with 1 good berry, we can make a health potion. I'll try and get it central. I think that will do it. Add in some oil. Well, the thing is, it's not actually, is it? Okay, so we're going to need something to bring us down. I guess I'll chuck in some of this. There, so that should, I think, in theory be a 3. We're going to need to add the moon salts, which are here. I don't know how... ooh. Yeah, we're going to add a bit because this moves anti-clockwise. So the sun salts we can get, I imagine, will be clockwise. So ideally, you would want to add the sun salts to this. Whoa. I've run into the garden. But okay, so you can see we have made a 3 strength potion here. It's a little more expensive than I'd figured because it's nearly 1,000 of our moon salts, plus 2 ingredients. So I don't know if I'll save the recipe, but let's finish that potion. That was just a kind of experiment, really, just to see how they worked. I now know they go anti-clockwise, so I could make quite a cheap poison maybe with those. Maybe we could try and do that. Oh, well, we're finishing this potion. Yeah. So with... I don't think stink mushroom goes quite far enough. But a mushroom, I think, would. So I think with 1 mushroom... You know me, I love my mushrooms. Yeah, let's try that. And it shouldn't take that many moon salts to get the rotation in the right direction, hopefully. Yeah, come too far again. I think the theory's sound. I'm just going to get rid of that because I want to... Where's my mushroom? Theory is sound. I just want to perfect it if I can. Let's actually home in the oil a bit now, and then I can use this stuff because the little line doesn't extend that far. That shows you when you're kind of on the right angle. That, perfect. So now we're going to add some moon salts. Shouldn't be that much. Ooh, there we go. It was 20, which is fine, isn't it? 1 mushroom, 20 thingy salts, and we've got a 3 strength poison potion there. I'll save that recipe. Yeah, feels pretty good. Finished potion, that's fine. I think we'll go in the shop now. We'll do a shop day and then we'll probably call it a day for today.
Brought stones. Would have brought more, but I need a potion.
What kind of potion do you need?
We've excavated an abundant cave. It's guarded by a bug. A huge one with a shell like stone. We cannot beat it. Give us a potion that will pierce the shell, and you'll get more stones.
Some kind of stone piercing potion. Acid, maybe? Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Where's my acid potion? Melting point. We'll try one of these. Hey, there you go. Show me your goods. Yeah, I think I don't need to do a full stat, but we'll buy those that he's got on offer. Haggle as well, just on general principles. There we go, 600. I'll tell you what, I mean, he's selling so few of them. I'll buy these as well, even though they're extra expensive. Break my personal code of paying more than I have to. Fine. Oh, I need to enlarge a certain part of my body. Do you have anything I could rub on it? I want an unusual potion with additional effects, and I'm willing to pay more. I've heard the firebell's really bad, so I'll pay extra if the potion doesn't have it. Well, I don't know about additional effects, but you can have the really large potion. And it has firebells, so kind of screw you, guy. But I'm kind of done with it. It's still worth a lot of money to me, so there you go. Yeah. Right, we'll take that. 1,000.
Alchemist, do you happen to have something that can help me relax?
Yes, well, we have the hallucination potion, which I can make a few more of. We will haggle that. It's an illegal narcotic. And we should be able to go and perfect that now, actually, that we can rotate. Might be something we do in the next episode.
I'm feeling itchy. Well, down there. Know what I mean? Do you have anything to relieve it?
Probably not doing whatever it was you were doing. Itchy. I mean, it could be Boo Boo Be Gone. I might try the grease. Would you like to rub some grease on it, sir?
No, not really.
Alright, you can have the healing potion I made then. There you go. Ah, it's Mushroom Guy.
Hello! Today I have more top quality mushrooms for you, as always. Look how massive this one is.
That's big, alright. By the way, how's your memoir coming along?
Great! I just finished a chapter about my travels in the north. I accidentally fell into an icy crevice and spent 3 days getting out of it. I lived off snow mushrooms. They don't taste great, but are full of nutrition.
Alright, what do you got? It's got quite a lot today. I think we'll buy all those mushrooms. I'm going to buy all of those. Going to buy all of those. I suppose I'm going to buy all this stuff. Mushroom, yes. This is new. Grave truffle. Looks horrifying. Smells disgusting. Tastes absolutely awful. But still, someone somewhere considers it a delicacy. That's an odd one, isn't it? But yeah, I'll buy a stack of it. Why not? I'll buy some mushrooms as well. Loads of money. The Phantom Skirt, I don't think I've ever used one, but sure, we'll take some. And the rest are all overpriced, so don't worry too much about those lust mushrooms. Got 8 of those. I'll take a couple just to top up to 10. There we go. Cool. We can spend that. I want to charge my staff with the power of lightning. Do you happen to have a potion that would work? I believe I do. You can have the zapper. Boom. Alright, we'll haggle that. Chatting to her about rocks and minerals. 600.
I think I'm starting to go bald. Do you have something to make hair grow? I'm prepared to pay handsomely for your best potion. Cold leaf. I'll pay extra if this ingredient is the main ingredient in the potion.
I mean, rapid growth, probably. I don't know about the leafy ones, but I've had this on my shelf for blimmin' ages, so you can have that.
I need some stinky bait for a monster.
Alright, you can have the stench. Haggle that. I want to learn how to cast enchantments that protect against fire. I need to study a potion with similar effects for this. They say this kind of potion isn't really a potion without poop shroom. Okay, we'll do a custom order. So fire protection is straight over here. And I will say that poop shroom is not a natural for this because it doesn't go in the right direction. Poop shroom goes down. So tell you what, we'll try and make it work. We'll start off with some water cap. We'll head through the swamp. It's a one-off. I think we're probably a bit high to use another one. Use one of these. And then I'm going to want to sort of come down to it from above, aren't I, if I'm going to use a poop shroom. So, alright, we'll use a witch mushroom. And then we probably use a poop shroom. Which is... That's not it. Where is it? There it is. You know what? I think we just chuck it in, and I think we use whatever can bring us up a little bit on this. Probably one of these, and then we can use some oil just to finesse. That's not bad. There we go. Good. So she's got a full strength fire protection potion with poop shroom as requested. How's that? Alright, we'll haggle that. Hopefully get over 1,000. Good. Alright, and that seems to be the day. Let's just check my points. I can actually... Now this is interesting because I've kind of discovered most of the map now. But it might be good to get more XP coming in, so at this point I might sort of switch tactics and kind of work down this getting daily XP on the potions map. I wonder if it will start... It might start from the morning. But what will happen is you'll see sort of green books, like these are kind of, once they're gone, they're gone. But then the daily ones are green and they'll kind of appear in random places. So yeah, so we'll do a bit of that. But in the next episode, so let's just go and rest up. And I'll say thanks very much for watching this episode of Potion Craft. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And subscribe to the channel if you've not done so before. That'd be awesome. And I will hope to see you next time for the next episode of Potion Craft. Bye for now.